Welcome back to the BigSin podcast. That's Big. I'm Sin. This is Ray.
Hi.
And we're coming at you with episode 5. Wow, 5 episodes. We're live with 5. Yeah. Yo, so I didn't mention this to you like at all because I just wanted to say it on camera so we had something to talk about. And I beat Resident Evil 2 yesterday.
Did you really?
Yeah.
How long did it take you?
3.5 hours.
I'm impressed.
3.5. He was not happy like in the entire game.
I wasn't entering. There was no conflict. There was no nothing. So I had nothing to work with. I literally just started making stuff up. I'm like,
I got to the lab with like 80 shotgun shells.
I'm thinking, how can I make this entertaining? Because honestly, he's just steamrolling through this. He's seen me beat this more than once, so he kind of already knows what to do. Like, it's not...
I was like, yo, it's shotgun time. I'm at the lab. I'm just going to go ham with this shotgun.
I was genuinely overjoyed every time he died, because I was like, finally.
Yeah, the Berg 2 killed me twice.
You want something that'll tickle your soul? The alligator killed him.
The alligator killed me.
Really?
I know!
I didn't know what you had to dodge. Like, no, I dodged, but like he attacked right after I dodged. I didn't know I was waiting for him to go back so I can go over, and he just like went for it. I was like, oh.
I was like, dude, I don't think I've ever seen the animation.
Even with the clunky controls in the original one, no one died.
Yeah, no, unless
I
you
died.
you didn't know what to do or you just panicked.
I just didn't know. I was
I
like,
remember I told him in the first episode.
I went left, I went right, and then I went left again, and he went right.
I'm like, play it on hardcore. He's like, no. I'm like, at least you die more. We would have had a longer series had it not been for that. Like,
I think it's like 6 parts.
How many times did you save?
22. I just kept saving her to my cross.
Yeah, he saved a lot.
I just kept saving her to my pass to say,
I'm like,
Typewriter.
honestly, time-wise, had he not saved that much, he probably would have got the S.
Yeah.
Probably would have got it. But he got an A.
Better than nothing, huh? Shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He wouldn't have got the S plus because of the health sprays.
The fastest I've done it is 7 hours.
what do you mean health sprays? I use too much health sprays?
Mm-hmm.
You're not supposed to use them.
You're not so they ruin your grade.
Are you only supposed to use the herbs?
Sparingly, yes. But if you're going for S plus, chances are you're not going to get hit that much because you're already pretty good at the game.
Nah, I'm never going for S+. Do you know how to do S+?
Hell no.
Alright, cool.
I
So
don't
we're
even
on like
strive-
even
I don't-
terms.
I don't even strive for that shit.
Have you gotten S?
No.
No?
Well, he said the lowest time he's gotten was 7 hours, so yeah.
On a A?
I think it was A.
Yo, bro. 3.5.
But I also only saved maybe like anywhere from 6 to 10 times.
So anytime he died, you just... Wait, did you play on hardcore or normal?
I don't know.
Bro, you gotta step up your game.
I just wanted to play it again. I don't fucking care about really unlocking anything. Just wanted to
I
play
wasn't not.
Yeah.
I was just playing it.
Like S plus is stressful, even for people that like the game. Like it's like you got to beat it under like 2 hours 30. You could only save 3 times. You can't use any health sprays. It's brutal. It's brutal.
So while we're on the topic of Resident Evil, which between 1, 2, and I haven't played 3. 1 and 2. Which one's your guys' favorite?
2.
Are we talking like all time, like throughout the whole series? 3. Nemesis is my favorite.
No, I said between 1 and 2.
1 and 2? 1.
Nice, 2.
I like 1.
My 2 favorite Resident Evil games of all time is between Nemesis and Resident Evil Remake.
The remake?
Yeah. Resident Evil Remake is probably... it's tied for my favorite Resident Evil ever. We'll see what Resident Evil Nemesis Remake is like, because if it's really good, it might just take the cake.
Resident Evil 3 is my favorite of all time.
See?
I haven't played it. Gonna play it. Come in March. No, April. Come in April.
April, yeah.
It was very...
Early April, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was very different from all the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
There hasn't been one like it since, so
You know.
it's one of my favorites.
If you were stressed out with Mr. X...
Nemesis is worse.
Yeah, this is...
way worse.
This is like panic attack level of like...
Alright, but I wasn't really stressed out with him. It was just more
aggression.
like... The zombies were inconveniently placed when
Yeah,
he was ever chasing me.
He really didn't want to get slapped. Let's just put it that way.
I was like... I told you, I tried to get in the library and like Mr. X was like right behind me. And I couldn't get into the library because like they were coming out and every time I got to the door, another one came out. And before I knew it, There was 3 zombies on the second floor hallway when I needed to get into the library. Mr. X is still chasing a circle, and here comes fucking Marvin slowly coming up the stairs. I'm just trying to leave him be. And it's like, well, now I got like 4 fucking zombies up here, and then a Mr. X chasing me nonstop with that creepy ass face. And eventually I killed Marvin and like maybe one other zombie, and I made my way into the library finally.
Yeah, he got slapped a couple good times. It was really funny.
Sometimes I just like took it. I was like, I'm just gonna get hit.
Yeah.
I have the health. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Well, it all depends how they kind of balance the damage output on Nemesis in the remake. I know on hardcore it's gonna be brutal, but I don't know how like on standard, because obviously there's adaptive difficulty and stuff. But how do you really null the damage on a rocket launcher? Because he's gonna get the rocket launcher. It's gonna happen.
From what I heard, it was switched to like a flamethrower or something like that.
Oh yeah, I did see that in the that replaces the rocket launcher. Oh.
Yeah. You're lucky.
Yeah.
You don't have to run from this big bastard shooting rockets at you.
And those things do damage.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, and those slaps do damage too. It's...
Bro, he hits you with the rocket launcher. He runs up to you and will just smack the shit out you with an old one.
Yeah. And if you have enough distance, he'll just like shoot you.
He'll unload on you.
Then second phase Nemesis will tentacle rape you like every time he sees you, and then third phase Nemesis is just kind of like meh. But
hey, man, if you want an entertaining series, Resident Evil 3 should be entertaining enough. I'll die plenty on that.
oh yeah, no, like literally my plan is when the game comes out, I'm probably playing it like as soon as it comes out, and I'm probably gonna clear it in like a day and then watch him play it. Because it's really one scenario, because you play as both Jill and Carlos throughout the story.
Yeah.
And I'm just wondering how they handle the branching stuff in that game. Because you could literally have like a bunch of different outcomes in Resident Evil Nemesis, the original. Like a lot of things could play out different depending on how you play. So that'll be neat to see how they do that in the remake.
If there's a way to kill everyone, trust me, unless he lets me, I will kill everyone.
Well, see, Resident Evil 3 was more action-packed.
Yeah.
So it was so
the
much...
characters just kind of die on their own.
Yeah, it was so much easier to find ammo. You could find ammo, but then you found gunpowders where you could make your own ammo.
Oh, because, like, you know, in Resident Evil 1, if he let me, I would have killed everyone.
Yeah, no.
Everyone was going to die.
Like in Resident Evil 1, there wasn't a whole lot of ammo. Like, nowhere.
That's why I wasn't shooting anything.
Yeah, no, I'm like...
I had plenty of ammo towards the end of the game.
I'm like, dude, compared to Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 2 Remake, you're going to have so much ammo. And he's like, I don't have that much ammo. I was like, pull all your shotgun shells. I was like, you almost have like 100 shotgun shells. That's like 100 decaps.
Yeah.
I don't even think there's 100 enemies you've encountered in your whole playthrough. I'm like, it's ridiculous.
Birkin 3, I think got fucked up.
Yeah, there was no sense of urgency. None.
I think it got fucked up, bro. I didn't even use the flamethrower until I got to him. I unloaded the flamethrower until I ran out, and then shotgunned away.
Yep. Super Tyrant was like a stun lock for 2 minutes. That's all he was doing, was just shooting him in the face with the Magnum that he never really had to use or get upgrades for, because why does he need it anyways?
I was like, I don't know. No, let's just go. Let's go.
Well, that's what I did. I saved all my shotgun shells. I saved all my Magnum shells. I basically just used the handgun, and I started using the flamethrower in the lab because I ran out of handgun shells. So I had to start using that shit. And then when I got the Birkin, the last form of Birkin, I mollywopped his ass.
I think Birkin 1 took me the most time to beat. Birkin 2 was just like, it was just a really small area in Birkin 2, and like it didn't work out a couple times. Third time was the charm for Birkin 2, because I knocked myself off the platform.
Oh yeah, he got slapped.
I was trying to make it. I was like, wait, and then like it was just slow.
I beat Birkin 2 with nothing more than 2 flashbangs, 20 handgun bullets, 1 green herb, and a knife. That's because I forgot that once you go in that little room, he kind of forces you into that fight.
Yeah.
That's all I had. And somehow I beat him.
Plus, it didn't help that I didn't pick up any of the defense items on that platform, and he grabbed me.
Yeah.
So, like, once he grabbed me, he just threw me off the fucking ledge.
The knife in Remake is overpowered, though, especially on PC, because it, like, does damage based on, like, frame rate.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, no, I remember, Carlos literally reminded me how easy Birkin 2 is on standard. So I'm like, he's dead. That's it. It's over. You literally have to prep for that fight on hardcore. You need the flamethrower, maybe Magnum if you don't have enough shotgun. 2 flashbangs, 1 grenade to get him to come out automatically from the gate when he does the little claw thing. Like, you could skip that if you just throw a grenade at the door and he'll just come out. And Birkin 3's a nightmare on hardcore. And I'm just seeing him just slap them like they're just nothing. I'm just like, alright, this is entertaining, a series. I was like, let me start coming up with things to set him up for here. Because I was just like, otherwise there's nothing I can be doing here. Like, I'm just spectating. And I told him, I was like, the sewer's probably going to suck. And he's like, oh no, I think it'll be fine.
They be your own niggas.
Those sewer embryos suck, dude.
Yeah, they do.
He got caught like a couple times.
I always have a hard time with them.
It was like my first 4 encounters, I was grabbed all 4 times.
He was getting snatched up to the point where I'm just like, okay, if you just like stay 5 feet away and like pop them once, they'll pop out. Just run to their right. And then like at one point I saw him do the animation where he's going back in the water. I was like, go, just get in the water and run. I was just like, I hate these things, so I'm just gonna help you.
I started getting grabbed on purpose. I was just like, you know what? I'm poisoned. I'm not gonna use this because I had like by the time I got to the source I had like 4 of the blue, green, and red mixed.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, I'm not gonna use this until I go back through there. Because, alright, so when you use the valve thing, there's one right next there, and there's another one of those things towards the hall where you go up to the cart.
Mm-hmm.
But that one next to the ledge where you go up to the cart, it doesn't tell. If you like cradle the wall and go up, it doesn't even notice you.
Yeah.
And I remembered that from when his run. So like, the first one was like, well, as long as this one doesn't kill me, I'll heal after. But then I remembered this thing he used to do where he like got their attention and ran back up, and like they ran and like disappeared for a second. I was like, well, I'm gonna have a window. I don't know if I'm gonna use that window wisely, but I'm gonna have a window.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw the animation start and he didn't start moving, I'm like, go.
I couldn't see, it was dark.
Yeah, I was like, go. I was just like, this is your shot.
I was having a hard time seeing.
He got really lucky though on that basement part. Like when you go through the water and there's like 3 of them.
Yeah.
He got caught by the first one, but then like he completely steamrolled the rest of it. I was like, he got lucky. I was like, because that part could kill you.
I'm impressed. I'm really impressed.
I was
like
too.
that one hallway where like there was a liquor you can despawn I told you about, and like Mr. X comes out when you grab the bookcase, the staircase piece, and like he was expecting me to get like zoned by the liquor and Mr. X, and like this nigga was nowhere to be found.
Oh, and he managed. What was that one thing you did? Oh yeah, he went all the way from when you get the lever for the bookcase. You know how Mr. X immediately comes to the door because that's just how it triggers. He manages to run out and walk from there all the way to the door to the main hall without Mr. X even coming after him. Mr. X just stayed in the room. He didn't even come after him, nothing. I heard him step like twice, and he made it all the way back to the main hall. I'm just like, you know what? I'm done. This is too easy. I'm like,
piece of shit.
yeah. I'm like, this dude came out when I played the game. He came out, choked me, threw me to the back. The liquor slapped me after that, and I was just like, you know what? All right, good RNG, I guess. I don't know.
I don't think my enemies ever like.
Nothing.
Because like the game is supposed to like increase the difficulty of itself depending on how well you do.
He killed himself more than the game killed him.
Yeah, I did.
Because he was like being brave or something. I don't know how he set himself up for this, but he got killed by the liquor in the attic.
Oh no! It's because Mr. X was chasing me and like there was a bunch of zombies down there.
Oh, you forgot that it was up there, right?
Is that
it?
No, it wasn't the liquor. It was the zombie.
The zombie set you up.
The zombie grabbed me and I had the liquor's attention, so I was already about to die.
Okay.
And like my choices were turn around and leave and go into the library where Mr. X is probably there, ready to hook me, or try to run to the door into the hallway, because I think I was trying to get to the stars room. And I was like, I'm going to try to run to the door in the hallway. And the liquor slapped me out like immediately. But next time he missed. The next time I ran through there, he missed. I was like, oh man, if you missed before, I wouldn't have had my first death. That was a fun run through.
Interesting. I'll definitely have to check it out.
It was definitely like a run through. Like 6. Resident Evil 1 had like 18, 19 parts. Resident Evil 2 had 6.
Yeah. Now, if he decides to play Resident Evil 0, that one might be long.
I said I might do Resident Evil 0 before 3 comes out.
Honestly,
that might be a tough one.
That might go longer than your Resident Evil 1 series, to be honest with you, because that game can get brutal, even on just the standard difficulty.
Is it closer to Resident Evil 1 or 2 in terms of like
difficulty?
No, play style.
1. It's the same style as 1.
So like where I should be preserving
Zero
my ammo?
came out before Resident Evil Remake on the GameCube, right? I think so. Or they came out together. Because, like, Capcom had a deal with Nintendo to make games on their console.
Yeah, Zero came out in, like, 2001, 2002, somewhere around there.
Yeah. I think they came out around the same time.
So I should be, like, not shooting as much people as I can, like I did
in Resident Evil 1? You can, because...
But, like, the way I handled Resident Evil 1, like, that's my ultimate question. Am I playing this like I played Resident Evil 1, or am I playing this like I played Resident Evil 2?
Well, I'm just going to tell you right now, Resident Evil 0 is not like 1 or 2. Because there's just more gameplay mechanics, and, like, you're controlling essentially 2 people. So it's like...
inventory management sucks.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. And you can totally screw yourself through the middle to the end of the game if you don't do specific things in the right way. Like, you can screw yourself over and do like an immense amount of backtracking. It's pretty brutal.
Like, you can pick up a shotgun and you can drop it and it won't disappear. It'll sit there on the floor.
Yeah, it stays in the exact spot you left it at.
So you can keep going back and picking stuff up, but the inventory management, that's why, like, I've gotten past the first part, the train, and I can't play any further than that.
No item box.
beat 0?
No.
No item box.
I've attempted to, but I hate it. I don't like it.
A lot of people put it in our mix. Interesting.
A lot of people hate Resident Evil 0. Plus, it makes no sense, because if you actually beat Resident Evil 0 and see, like, everything that Rebecca goes through in Resident Evil 0, and then you see her in Resident Evil 1, you're like, what? She's, like, scared of, like, pollen in the air in Resident Evil 1. But yet in Resident Evil 0, she beats, like, a prototype tyrant and, like, all this other crazy stuff. I'm like, alright, whatever. It makes no sense. But it was a cool game.
Now, did you beat Code Veronica?
Oh, yeah, multiple times.
Yeah, Code Veronica.
I beat it on the Dreamcast. I beat it on PlayStation 2. PlayStation 4? No, I haven't beat it on PlayStation 4 yet.
I have it on PlayStation. I haven't played it yet. I might actually play it now, but Code Veronica, I feel like it's a challenge. But I feel like the biggest thing for you is going to be you have to use tank controls for that one. So you're going to have to get used to tank. Honestly, listen, a lot of people hate tank controls, but honestly, I still play the remake and Resident Evil 0 with tank controls. Because I feel like for games with fixed camera angles, tank controls are awesome. Because it helps you move, because like you would find yourself moving from scene to scene. If you're using the analog, sometimes you'll be running one way, but then when the camera changes, you'll like change direction. Yeah, when you're doing tank controls...
I got bit so many times in Resident Evil 1 because of that fucking shit, bro. It was fucking...
That's what the tank controls are for, because if you're pressing up, no matter what, your character is moving forward. No matter what scene you're going through, you're moving forward. So, like, in terms of actual ease of control, tank controls is the way to go. But if it was just, like, a normal game, like, you know, Resident Evil with the over-the-shoulder, tank controls is dumb. But for those games, it works.
Yeah. Resident Evil was fun. Resident Evil 1, I just had a lot more fun playing Resident Evil 1 than I had 2. Probably because I already knew what 2 was like, but just gameplay alone, I just liked how Resident Evil 1 felt better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A lot of people won't touch the old Resident Evils because of stuff like that. They feel like they can't manage to the control style, and they don't like the fixed camera angles. I was like, but that's the novelty of the games, like, honestly. Like, they were just perfectly made in that sense to play the way they play.
See, my introduction to Resident Evil was number 2, so I just prefer number 1.
The first I ever saw was my cousin when I was in Puerto Rico. He was playing Resident Evil 2, and he played Resident Evil Nemesis. And I watched him play through it, and I'm just like, what in the world is this?
I told you I broke Resident Evil 1 at some point, right?
Oh.
So, like, the part when you're in, like, the catacomb type area, there's, like, the flamethrowers on the wall.
Yeah.
And you need to take it from the wall and put it on this other mount to open the door to get into, like, the big spider room. My big spider room was already open. I didn't touch the flamethrower at all.
Yeah, it was really weird.
How'd you open it?
It was just open.
It was just open. I don't know how, but it was just open.
So, like, I did everything I had to do in the area, and I was about to leave, but I was like, wait, I want to see what's up with this flamethrower. So I grabbed it, doing clothes. I grabbed it and I was like, I saw the thing it was on. I was like, wait, there's another one of these at the door over there. So I took it, I put it on. Mind you, there's a fucking hunter in that hallway that kept dodging nonstop. And I put it on and the door locked. I was just like, wait, the door locked? So I took it off and was like, what's going on? I asked him and he was like, I think you're supposed to open the door with that. I'm like, but the door was open already.
Mm-hmm.
So like, what happened? I think my game broke.
I've had this conversation with him before. I'm like, dude, you have luck for these, like, I don't know, like, your sense of luck is, like, impeccable. Like, he just gets lucky at all this other stuff.
I have multiple friends that would attest to this.
But obviously, he's not going to have luck for, like, winning lottery numbers or nothing like that. But for this kind of stuff, he has the most amazing luck. And it's probably why most people who play video games with him don't want to. Because he gets lucky breaks more often than not. And you get frustrated because you're like, I actually put time and effort into this. And, yeah. It's always funny to me, though. I always get a good laugh out of it. I was like, of course you did. Of course you did.
Yeah, if I was a Dark Souls character, my character's luck would be a 9.
Come on. Like, I have to rely on precise, like, button inputs and all this stuff, and this guy just jumps through it, and all of a sudden nothing hits him. I'm like, all right.
I'm the most unlucky son of a bitch when it comes to video games.
Yo, I'm so fucking lucky, dog.
I try, like, the one part in Resident Evil 2 Remake where you're in the lab, and there's zombies on one part of the room. Then in the other room, you got, like, 2 or 3 fucking lickers. Well, I have to get to where the zombies are. So you have to put that electric box in there to fix the frequency.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, after I did that, all hell broke loose.
I made the mistake of not killing all the zombies in that room before releasing the lickers.
Yeah, that got a little stressful for him, but he still muscled his way through.
Yeah, I just ran through it. I had enough health where I could just run through it.
I killed them all. Fuck it.
Yeah, I just ran through it.
I pulled out that shotty and I blasted every single one of them bastards.
I ran in, did the code, ran out, did the thing, ran out, ran in, ran out, ran in, ran in. Whatever form of method I needed to do because I didn't have everything I needed. And when I got to the lab, I was running everywhere.
Basically, the only thing that I tried to do in that game was conserve enough ammo for the last 2 boss fights. Birkin and
Super Tyrant?
And Tyrant. That's basically what I was saving on my ammo for.
I didn't even need my handgun towards the end of the
game. So you did Leon your first playthrough then, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did not need my handgun.
Speaking of which, I forgot Leon doesn't get the heart key. I spent 2 hours running around trying to find this goddamn key. I finally gave up, went online, and only Claire gets the heart key.
Yeah.
And that's when it clicked. Oh shit, Claire does the whole Sherry thing.
Yes.
That's why you don't need it.
Yes.
I was fuming.
Now,
I wanted him to play Claire for the YouTube playthrough, but, you know, it's his choice at the end of the day. He said he wanted to do Leon. I was like, okay, but Claire, if he would have done Claire, I think it honestly would have presented just a little bit more of a challenge because the grenade launcher is good, but sometimes it kind of sucks.
I would have sucked with Claire.
And the machine gun is garbage because it replaces the Magnum, but it is garbage.
Yeah, we already said we're doing Leon when we race.
But I don't think you have to fight Super Tyrant as Claire.
No, but you have to do an extra Birkin fight.
Well, but that's easy though.
Well, on standard it's easy.
You get what, the shock thing?
You get the spark shot and you get the Gatling gun to fight Birkin. But Birkin has like a super immensely high HP count in the remake. And you can literally waste all of your Gatling gun ammo, but you still need more stuff to kill him. Like, he has that much HP.
But it's not like he's incredibly hard in that last fight. It's really just play Ring Around the Rosie and pop him every time you see him.
Basically. That's all it is.
I remember that fight. It's when the little thing is going down and he's just, like, sliding around.
Did you watch me play that?
Yes.
On standard or hardcore?
Don't know.
I was going to say, if I made it look easy, I'm happy with myself then. I'm like, if I made that look easy, because on hardcore, that fight sucks. I hate that fight. I hate just in general, because, like, I have really bad luck with games, too, like Tony does, because I speedrun, the only thing I ever speedrun is Resident Evil, just because I love the game so much. I've played them so many times that I'm just like, I might as well try to speedrun them, but I'm the kind of guy that, like, I'll get to a certain spot, and then I'm just like, oh, I didn't put the item in my inventory. Or I'm like, damn it, now I just lost a whole run. Or like, I'll go through a certain section that like I know exactly how to dodge these things, but somehow I managed to get caught by one of those stupid sewer things, or like I get...
He saved me from one of those moments in Resident Evil 2 in the sewers. I think at this point he gave up on me trying to struggle and was just like, fuck it. I'll help him. Now this is a team effort now. Because I had the rook, I was getting on the pieces. And then I put the rook back in the wall because I picked up a grenade powder and like there was a regular powder mix in the room, in the hallway that the rook drops. So I went back in and made the shotgun shells. And when I came back out, I forgot to grab the rook again. So I almost went all the way around. He was like, wait, did you grab the rook? I was like, yeah. I checked. I'm like, oh, no, I didn't. I almost went all the way around.
I helped him on the way back, too.
That would suck.
On the way back, when you get the king and the queen, you have to go back through. I helped him through that part, too. I'm like, no, don't go to the right. Go to the left. Stay to the left. Run. I'm like, dude, we're not doing this again. I'm like, you're going to get hit like 4 times if you go that way. I'm just like, just go. But yeah, that game can suck. I think Claire's bosses are easier, but like I said, getting to the point where you get to the end with Claire sucks. Because Claire's guns suck. Especially on the second run, because she gets that revolver that like literally takes like a half a minute to reload.
That's why I didn't want to use Claire. Really didn't want
Goodness,
I was like,
terrible.
I've seen Claire's weapons. I don't want to.
It's terrible.
I haven't played any of the Scenario B yet. That's what I need to do.
Yeah, those suck.
They seem like they're harder.
They are harder. A lot harder. Leon's second, like, alternate handgun in the second scenario is pretty good, but, like, Claire's sucks. And there's a lot more enemies, and you can get hit a lot more frequently. And then, obviously, they condense the first section of the game. Like, you face Tyrant, like, immediately. Like, it's not like you go through the section, come back, and then he's there. Like, no, he's already there in your first run. And it's a considerably shorter campaign. Like, to get S+ on that campaign, like, I think you have to do it in, like, under 2 hours or something, because it's shorter.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the extra Birkin fight you get in the train, it's not that bad. As long as you have ammo to just shoot the eye out, you're fine. But it's cool. It's cool just for what it is. I would have wished that the second campaign did like in the original, like certain things you did in the first playthrough affect your second playthrough, but it's not like that. They even have like overlapping cutscenes, and it makes no sense, but it is what it is. It's still fun to play.
Yeah.
Tony was upset I didn't kill Marvin at first. He was like, you didn't kill Marvin, you let him turn? I'm like, hell yeah, let that nigga turn. He could have killed himself.
I think, in his defense, when Marvin did come to life was when Mr. X was chasing him.
Oh, okay.
And actually, if you want to feel even worse about it, he let Mr. X slap Marvin. Because he was running away, and Mr. X did that thing where he just, like, slaps the zombie out of the way, and it was Marvin. I was like, Marvin!
I think I even said something along the way. I was like, he needs to go to sleep.
I'm like, damn it, Marvin. Marvin was cool.
He was in the way.
Marvin was really cool, even though for some reason his skin tone was really weird in that game.
Yeah, you could tell he was being affected by the sickness and shit, so it definitely looked weird.
It did.
But
in the original game, he was, like, gray. When he turned, he turned like super. I think that's what they were going for, but like, there was no transition period. But it was cool. I love how his dialogue with Claire and Leon is so different. Like, he's really aggressive with Leon, but he talks so nice and gentle to Claire the whole time.
Yeah.
Everyone's same thing with Annette. Like, she kind of talks kind of okay to Claire because she's taking care of Sherry, but she's a total prick to Leon. She doesn't even listen to half the stuff he says.
She had like superb aim towards the end. When she shot Ada, like Leon was right here, Ada was right here, she was right here. She shot Ada in the shoulder on this side of Leon. I was like, how the fuck did you make that shot?
She curved it, bro.
Video game, sir.
What the hell? Alright, well, I think that's enough for Resident Evil talk until I play more Resident Evil games.
I got a quick, interesting question for Tony before we leave the subject. You beat both scenarios when you were a kid in Resident Evil 2?
Yeah.
So you did the Tyrant thing and everything, where Ada drops the grenade, the rocket launcher or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
You remember in the original how she was, like, blacked out?
Yeah.
That you couldn't tell, like, but if you were smart enough, you'd be like, okay, that's probably Ada. Did you think it was Ada when you first saw it, or, like, were you just like, who the hell was that? Because I remember that was a big thing. Like, there was, like, articles on magazines and stuff thinking, like, who's the mysterious person? And, like, some people had a theory it was, like, Tomb Raider. I was like, what?
It was Ada?
I didn't even notice.
Man, yeah, it was Ada.
I didn't even notice.
In the remake, she goes, now we're even. But you probably didn't hear it because, like, everything's, like, super loud in the background.
My dumb ass thought it was, like, Wesker making his appearance in the game. And it's like, I'm in all of them.
He is into, just very indirectly.
Yeah.
I honestly don't remember. We're talking about 20 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
So
I was just wondering if he had his own little story about that, because everybody like had these crazy theories about who the mysterious person.
That's how dark the game was for me. I didn't even notice it was Ada.
I'm gonna assume that I knew it was her, but
right.
So we're going back 20 years ago. I honestly don't remember.
All right, so yeah, brush up on that time, bro, because don't let me beat you in Resident Evil 2, bro.
I don't give a fuck. 'Cause I can make it up in other ones.
All right.
I can make it up in 4.
Did we not just go on a rant saying how incredibly lucky I am in video games?
Okay, but I can still make it up in other ones.
Still, yeah.
Now, if we go back to tank controls, you're fucked.
Yeah, I'm very fucked, but
it could only...
I bank on my luck a lot, and it works out.
Because the tank controls in the last, the Birkin fight, I mean not the Birkin fight, the Tyrant fight on the tank controls, extremely hard. He just moves way too fast.
Yeah.
It is almost impossible to dodge.
I got so underwhelmingly upset when he fought Tyrant in Resident Evil Remake. Because I was like, oh, come on. I was just like, if there was one thing I wanted to see was, like, him try to do the Tyrant fight. And Tyrant actually being super aggressive.
Because that was another... Resident Evil 1, I also saved, like, all my ammo towards the end of the game.
He wasn't really doing anything. But Super Tyrant in Resident Evil, even, like, Resident Evil 1 or Remake, he's actually pretty tough.
Have you never beat Resident Evil 4, have you?
Yeah.
Did you? Okay,
Yeah,
4, 5, and 6.
Okay, never mind.
That was your first Resident Evil, right?
4, I believe 4 was my first Resident Evil. Although I don't remember it too well.
I want to see how he handles infected Steve and Code Veronica X.
Oh, yeah.
Because you get hit twice and you're done.
Yeah. And that's on.
And in normal?
Doesn't matter what difficulty he's on. You get hit.
Yeah, Code Veronica's a difficult game.
You get hit twice, you're done.
It's also the game that, for some reason, had the longest door load times in the entire series. Literally, like, speedrunners will tell you, like, you could literally beat the actual game in, like, 40 minutes. But with all the door loads, it's like a 2-hour run. Because you literally just... click.
It's so painful.
I'm like, dude, why is this taking so long? Even in the remakes, I'm like, why couldn't we like make this quicker? Like, I don't understand.
I mean, they're probably gonna remake Code Veronica, so.
Yeah, I hope so, but like,
that's why I kind of want to stall this and see if it comes out. If I hear anything about it, so let's just wait till the remake comes out.
Well, I've actually heard rumors that the remake may be coming soon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because knowing Capcom, they just smell the money, so they're like, yo, we're making this.
They already remade 0. There's no need to remake 4, 5, and 6.
The thing is, I'm just being selfish because they're doing it. All the remakes are like the over-the-shoulder kind of deals. If we're gonna do Code Veronica, I would still take another Resident Evil 1 remake with the over-the-shoulder. I'm just saying, I would love them to do 1 again. And honestly, for just an underrated one that people aren't doing, since they're making Resistance for some reason that like everybody's kind of have like mixed emotion about, they should just redo Resident Evil Outbreak. Because Outbreak was awesome. It just happened to come out when I was a kid and I had no internet, so I couldn't play with people online.
I really like Outbreak.
Outbreak's pretty...
I didn't really understand it.
It was just like their first big attempt at like a Resident Evil multiplayer game. And it had like so much like stuff to unlock and like mechanics that like worked out pretty weird. But when I was a kid, I didn't really care about it. When I went back as an adult, I'm like, wow, this is actually really good.
Yeah, if I went back and tried it out, it'd probably be different, but
yeah.
I don't really remember anything from that shit.
Yeah, when it first came out, I was just like, oh, okay. It's kind of like a Resident Evil game with new characters I don't care about.
Basically.
Yeah, I was just like, this is garbage. But then we got gems like Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City, so...
Fair enough.
Amazing video game.
Don't agree?
Remake that hot garbage, Capcom, please.
I played 10 minutes of that and took it back to Redbox.
Yeah.
It was trash.
Like, literally, me and my friend Emmanuel, who I played with at the time, we literally kept playing because it was just so garbage that we couldn't stop laughing. Like, we just couldn't stop laughing. Like, we invited, like, 2 other people to play because we already knew, like, ways to just troll people. And it just was hilarious. Literally hilarious to go and take the little grenade that has the pheromones in it and throw it into their group, so like they just get mollywopped by like 500 zombies. It was hilarious every single time, and I was just like, this is how you make these kinds of games fun. You just do stupid shit because the game itself ain't holding it up.
Yeah.
It was trash.
Nah, you know what was funny? Getting people in Left 4 Dead bloated on.
Yeah.
And then like
Left 4 Dead was such a good troll game.
And then you get covered in that goo, and like it draws in like every fucking live zombie in an area towards you. Oh my god.
That was pretty fun to play online too.
It was fun.
Yeah. And I don't play that many games online, but that one definitely was fun enough to get me to play.
I was actually pretty decent at that game.
I was decent at finding those witches.
Dana loved it. So I remember one time, I still lived at my mom's house. It was me and her, and we played with some random dude. It's the first time Dana's ever played this game. So this guy is like yelling at me to leave her behind. Like, you know the one level where you have to get to the lift and it takes you onto the metal roof?
Yeah.
Yeah, we jump on that. Dana's struggling to get there. He just up and hits the button and leaves her. And I'm like, he's like, yo, just leave her. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. So I jumped down, helped her clear out the zombies. Me and her, we get on the lift, and we managed to finish the level. I was like, I'm not going to leave her behind because you're so fucking mad she's an amateur. You know, that's my one gripe about playing games online is people just automatically expect you to be great at it because you played like the offline. No, it doesn't work that way. It takes time. Some people, it takes time to develop that skill. You know
Here's my thing on that, because my group of people that I would play Destiny with, they would say I'm probably one of those people that just expect you to be good, but no, because there's like the when you're doing Destiny, like let's say the Division 2, so you know you can get a raid going in Division 2, you can get a set amount of people in a raid. Mm-hmm. For Destiny 2, there's an app you can go to look for people to help you on this raid. Right? So you put in the description, hey, what are you looking for? If you're new, you're new, it's cool. You know, we'll walk you through it. Most of the time, people say they've done it so many times, they already know the mechanics and everything, and they come in and they suck. That's why I get pissed off. And this is why my friends won't let me be the leader, because then I kick people out, and we can't do it because we're always down somebody, because I'm kicking people out because they suck.
Yeah, well, that is justified because probably the person themselves knew that they weren't that good. And
that's justifiable. But I'm talking about like you are literally brand new. This is your first time playing online, and they just automatically expect you to be the next best thing since sliced bread.
Yeah,
it does not work that way.
And that's one of the things I didn't like about online, because I remember when what was it? It wasn't 4. It was Metal Gear 5. When Metal Gear 5 first came out, I really enjoyed the online. Like, I had a lot of fun playing online in that game. And I would actually, one of the very few games I would game chat in, because like after high school, when I used to get online back in those days, and everybody was just like vehemently just saying horrible things to you on a regular basis, I was like, I'm not game chatting anymore, because people are just horrible.
Oh,
I'm out.
I can probably tell you I was probably called a nigga at least 15 times a minute.
Yeah, it's toxic. But
It's
when I
crazy.
started playing Metal Gear 5, I started getting back into talking with people, because especially when you do like team matches in that game, you kind of have to coordinate with people, because like most of the people you're facing are like a unit. So I would like play and stuff, and like what really bothered me nowadays is like those people that just crap on people that don't know how to play. But it's even worse when it's like a kid, and the kid doesn't really know how to play. It's like, dude, it's a kid. Like, why are you being so aggressive to a child? Like, I don't understand. And like, I remember in those kinds of games, like they didn't understand kind of how things worked. Mm-hmm. And like, you would have to like Fulton people out and stuff. It's like, oh yeah, when you kill them, do this, and like it'll get rid of them, or like you can do this, or set this trap here. And I'm like walking kids through how to play the game, and like people will get upset because it's like, what are you doing? Like, we're supposed to be doing that. I'm like, it's a kid, man. Like, just make it fun for them. Like, it's a game. Like, at the end of the day, like, where this isn't Major League Gaming, dude. Like, calm down.
This is why I don't let my son play online. Like, I gave him my Xbox One, and I will not sign him up for the Xbox Gold. I won't.
Bro. But kids be the most toxic shit on Xbox.
Right.
Yeah, no doubt. But then I've run into some kids where they just, they're
just kids.
Yeah, they just jumping online just to fucking something to do.
I don't run into those kids. I've not run into those kids.
Motherfuckers ain't expecting to jump on and call little fucking maggots and all the other wild. They're not expecting that wild shit.
Yeah, or like to have horrible things said about their mother and like, it's like, come on, dude, it's a kid. Like, what?
Yeah, bro, I remember one of the first times I played Gears of War online, I jumped in a random room. They killed me and kicked me. They said, "Oh, get this maggot out the room," and it was friendly fire was on. They killed me and kicked me out for no reason. Just do it. It makes no fucking sense. Yeah, the gaming community can be extremely toxic. And sometimes it's like lighthearted fun, but at other times it's like, come on, man.
It depends on the game. It really depends on the game. Community.
Oh man, if we're talking about the last good taste I had of the toxic gaming community would be for me The Last of Us Online.
Oh yeah, they were brutal.
Got bad. I'm like, dude, I have so much fun playing this game online, and I'm not like a shooting game kind of person, but like I had so much fun with that game. But after a while, I'm just like, I can't do this anymore. Even my own friends were like a little too aggressive playing this game. I'm like, all right, y'all need to calm down. I'm like, I just like hitting people with 2x4s. Can I just have some fun? Like, I don't care if I get 30 kills and no deaths. Like, I just want to mollywop somebody. Like,
I played that shit once online and never played it again.
some communities are just toxic.
I'm like,
bro.
dude, I just want to have fun. Like, why do I have to be so good at this game? Like, I don't understand. Like, I have a normal life, I don't just sit here and play this game 24/7.
You know, the one community that I just... NBA 2K community. The 2K community is fucking ridiculous.
Yo, I've had somebody in the 2K community, I think it was 19, and he told me I was playing in New York. You ever been like starting out in New York? You're a low level, so like you're on, but like the higher levels are not trying to pass to you. Mm-hmm. I had this dude like not passing me. He passed me one time, and like missed, and he told me to like trade the game in.
Oh yeah, they're so fucking toxic on that game.
I was like, what? What? Pass the ball.
Yeah, like I think the best time I've ever had playing 2K online was in 2K16. Like I ran into these two random guys out in the park. We wound up winning like 6 games straight. And you know what our problem was? No one wanted to take the shot. Like we were just steadily passing the ball to each other. That's why it worked out so well. Because you would, because I always make a 6'3" point guard, so my thing is attack the basket, and if the defense collapse, kick it out. So that's all we would do. I would attack the basket, kick it out. He would attack the basket, kick it out. Next guy would do it. Was just the same thing. And then to the point where everyone would just crowd the paint, so we would just bomb away at threes. Yeah, we would just bomb away at 3. We won, and it worked for 6 games straight.
What I hate about 2K nowadays is it seems like the character you make, like the specific skill that you want your character to be good at, is better at.
Yeah.
Like if you make a 3-point shooter, you can drive and finish, you can dunk, you can post up, you can break ankles. You can't shoot a fucking 3.
It was always my favorite thing to do in 2K was to like facilitate for people. Like I always made point guards, and I would always make them kind of similar to like my dimensions. So they're usually like a small dude, but like for some reason my point guard skills were always amazing. I would always send him pictures of it because he was always like scoring like a bazillion points and stuff. So like my meme was like just to show him like literally me having like a 10-point game, but I had like 32 assists. And I'm like, dude, I'm just out here dishing it out. I was like, I don't know.
See, my thing in 2K is
trying to score that 100, bro.
I always get put on bad teams, especially for my career. So I have to go. Yeah. I have to show out.
Yeah, you would have to score.
But I'm talking about like 50-point games, 15 assists, 5 rebounds, damn near 10 steals, just going ape shit.
Yeah.
And see, I don't know how to do all the crazy fancy dribble moves. I just know how to get myself open and take a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't have to do all that. And this is not a shot at any dribble god or anything like that. This is just me saying that I don't feel as though you don't have to do all the wild shit. You just do a few moves. Once you catch that guy off balance, then boom, I'm pulling up on you. Or I'm taking it to the rack.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I always made point guards because just from playing basketball, in real life, I learned how to read. I know how to read the court, and you can usually tell what your teammates are going to do, whether it be in real life or in a video game. Like if I see I used to play pro-am a lot in 2K18, like a lot. So, you bring the ball to the court. And the first thing I'm doing, I'm going to pass. I'm trying to get everyone open. But I was known for throwing them oops. Because if I see you cutting to the basket, I'm throwing it all the time. And I'd have games where it's like 5 points, a couple rebounds, like 10 assists. I know when I step on that program court, I'm not the best player, so I'm not going to sit here in front and act like I am. Nah, I'm out here, bring the ball to the court, not make any mistakes, make sure my teammates, put my teammates in position to score, and play lockdown D. That's basically what I try to do. When you have too many guys trying to be superstars, that's when you lose.
True. I'm a ball hog. I want the ball every time.
Don't get me wrong. Like I do want to score more than 5 points, but if I got a dude on my team that's hot, I'm making sure he gets the rock every single time. Like if he's out here balling, and he's clearly the best on the team, he's clearly getting the ball every time.
I want the ball every time. If we're playing Call of Duty, I want the last kill every time. I don't want to see no name on top other than mine.
This fucking guy. All right, so I guess what we're going to do for the...
Probably why we make good friends, to be honest with you. Because I'm always the person that likes to put my teammates over, and he always wants to be the one that wants to get the... We were pretty good at Rocket League together. I used to set him up for goal shots all the damn time. And like me, I would just let it ride. I'd be like, all right, we won. Good game, guys. And he's like, you guys suck. You guys... I'm like, come on, man.
I want to be that guy who's not responsible for the team losing.
Yo, you ever played Rocket League?
No.
Yo, you should play it one day.
I'll pass.
Yuck.
I'll pass.
So it's
fun. It's basically a soccer game, right?
Actually, I think they do more sports on the game now. They do like hockey, basketball, everything.
Yeah.
It's actually it's fleshed out now from like a free-to-play game at one point to like what it is now. Like I give them credit. They did a lot with nothing, basically.
Okay. Well, I'll still pass.
Yeah.
But anyway. Okay, fellas. So, I guess technically this would be our second or third topic?
Actually, I don't know what topic it is because this isn't recording.
I had a feeling it wasn't. I didn't see the timer at the bottom.
Why didn't you say anything?
I tried to.
When?
I was about to say, yo, where's the timer at? But you just kept talking, and I was like, okay, maybe I'm just bugging.
There's a timer up there.
Oh, okay.
No.
I thought.
It's oh wait, no. Okay, all right. I think it is recording.
Oh, now we look like assholes at the end of this video.
No, why is there a timer up there?
I don't know. Maybe it
did just have an update.
Yeah.
But what's the timer say?
Now we just look like we're so intelligent.
All you gotta do is cut it out.
Yeah, just cut this.
I ain't cutting shit out. We a bunch of idiots.
No, nigga, cut this out.
Yeah, don't make me look like a dummy.
Okay. Anyway, so for our we'll go with second topic.
Wait, why we're gonna? No, don't make me cut something out in the middle. Let's just end this.
Yeah. I would have ended. End it, fool!
Are you splicing this together with something else?
No.
So we have to do an outro?
Yes.
Okay.
This is definitely gonna stay in there. 100%. You guys just better prepare. It's staying in there. I don't give a fuck.
No, you just being lazy.
I don't give a fuck.
Well, come on, man.
Well, that's gonna do it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for... Actually, this part, not this episode. There's still a little more to come in this episode. Then when we come back, we're going to talk about whatever Tony wanted to talk about. I think it's top 5 game list, top 5 movie list, and no, top 5 what's coming out.
Top 5 movies.
That's coming out. Top 5 games.
Top 5 games, but it doesn't necessarily have to be games. You can also throw the consoles in there too.
And then top 5 things you want to see?
You want to see happen in the future with games and movies.
Okay. It's going to be an interesting topic, especially because I didn't write anything down. See you there? No one's going to say bye? Fucking pieces of shits.